Alright, it's very, very hot. Sorry, y'all, for the movement. I'm just trying to fix myself up a little bit. So, welcome. This is probably new to you, but if you're new, welcome on in. If you're just now vibing with me, I'm glad you're here, honestly. So today's video is about, or today's live is about, like, it's a video when you're watching back, but it's a live when you are live with me at the same time. So this is just like a quick, brief video, but I will be coming back up here. I just like to record live streams better because it's quicker and it gets the message out quicker without me trying to do all the, oh, let me go fucking edit because I didn't like how I look or this and that the third. But welcome. Sorry if it's a little bit blurry and I'm like sweating. I've been at work. So today's video is about traveling into different dimensions. Traveling into different dimensions within the mind and the physical realm. See, when you are traveling into these different dimensions of you, these different doorways of you, you are collecting different versions of you from like different parts of your source that you created for you. And you might not know what that version of you looks like in that dimension of time yet. You don't, because it's growing in its dimension. It's growing at its speed of time, at its speed of rate that it wants to. So it's flourishing on its own. So we have to wait for it to grow its avatar and its this dimension. So some of us, when we are going through spiritual warfare, when we go through the pre-existence of ourselves, the pre-existent version of ourselves will look pretty much dead. You know, it looks destroyed. Like you literally stripped away ego, so you do not know the I am just as yet until you know, realize the true moment of I am in every dimension. And when you realize in every I am in every dimension is the same level of your vibration and this time period, you and different other version of yourself can create a massive explosion of the dimension. Meaning you can alternate each one's dimension with a different embodiment of yourself. You might not understand this right away because you're not seeing it in this level yet of whatever dimension you are in. So when you get there, you'll know when you're there. Each dimension has a different coordinate. Like it has a different code for you, a different vibration for you to like figure out what type of avatar you're gonna have in each dimension, because each version of you is not the same version of you that you had left consciously. Like you was willing to leave that version of you behind so that you can come to this version of you now, or a version of you that you want to become in the future. This is just the pre existing of the actual version of yourself that you want to be. This is not the final format that we think that we are in when we are in different dimensions. Like, we gotta let ourselves flourish. We gotta let ourselves grow. We gotta let it take its time. We're trying to match the high vibration to it, to its own aesthetic, because it has its own like frequency to the matrix. We just realized it was here all along, and we just know that we are awake now. But what's happening during your awakening and what's happening during your sleep is two different awakening. It's two different consciousness within consciousness that is opening up the gate to the mind of the imagination, the mind of visualization. You opening up that flower to your third eye, or that pineal gland, literally like a pineal. It's opening, it's sprouting. You start to feel the vibration of your energy, of your own essence. When you're at this level of stage, you can almost pretty much feel everything within its own vibration. So I get it. People like us, we be called weird because we know these terms and we know how to use it. But then there's some of us who've been asleep and knowing that they have the gift, but other people have been using their gift without them knowing. And here's the trick to knowing this. You can block them from using your gift. You can block them from having certain access point of view. If they have access to you physically, like the one way they can talk to your energy physically, if they had, if there was already a coexistent bond between you and the specific energy, meaning you and the specific energy had like a soul contract before you got here, and then it's like one of you is awakened in this timeline, in this frequency, in this energy of one's essence, trying to guide the other who is blinded by the Moors, blinded by society, blinded by rules. And it's like we're trying to give them a heads up, like, hey, wake the fuck up. And it's like you being invisible, you plant the seed in their ear, and then it's like they don't get it. But let them wake up on their own time. We can't bring everyone to our awakening, to our existence, to what we are woken up to, because everybody's going to have a different opinion to how they are waking up. And we all need to listen how each one of us is fucking waking up, because it might be small to you in a different dimension you are in, but it's big to somebody else in a different dimension that they are waking up from and to. Like, why judge? Sometimes we don't need to judge our fellow enlighteners, the ones who are already enlightened before the knowing of enlightenment. They didn't need confirmation about what they know they already knew. The Matrix shows you who you truly are, in essence. It hides who you truly are. in essence, so you don't figure out who you are. But when the moment that you do figure out who you are, they figure out, who you are. So they try to put you into sleep mode on autopilot, not be able to move, because I know what I meant by that for this past couple of years when I kept saying autopilot. I'm on autopilot. I can't fucking move. It feels like you're paralyzed in your body, or like your spirit is paralyzed, or like your imagination is paralyzed, or your third eye is paralyzed, your powers, your gifts, it's paralyzed. And then the moment, as soon as they see you waking up, they try to figure out how can they make life a living hell for you. For some of us, most of us, we didn't, when we woken up from this dream, we didn't get the luxuries that we desired from waking up. We thought, oh, if we wake up and then wake up Sky Daddy will get us everything we fucking need and want. But no, we have to use the power of our mind to get everything we need and want. And when we're traveling within these dimensions in our consciousness, and when we are traveling into these dimensions within these consciousness, we have to pull the most godly thing out of us to create our own reality, to create our own system, so that our destiny does not keep getting swapped. Our family member will swap our destinies with other family members because they think they're more valuable or more important. But who's to say who is more valuable just because one looks better than the other? Ah, but one eye is better than the other. One sees better than the other. One is more gifted better than the other. Just because we're both equally chosen, it does not mean one is doing something greater. It's not a competition. I might put it in a way where it might seem like it's a competition, but like that's how you can. That's the best way for me to like kind of describe it, because like it's three different types of chosen one in different families, and it's more than three, but those few who are conscious, woken enough to be a part of that blueprint system, tend to have the ego of feeling like they're better at when they have the gift. One is dark, one is light, and then you have another chosen one who is dark and light, and the list goes on. But it's not about who has the better power, who can use it better. When life, like I said, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. But you gotta understand how to make lemonade to make it taste so lemony. Not even a taste, to actually grab the light with the life. To breathe in light and become light. To know when you are light, to know when you are darkness. To know when you know who you say I am in any dimension. And then you have nothing to go against you. Once you are confident and you are sure of thyself. Sometimes it takes a lot. It takes overnight. Well, it doesn't take overnight. It takes time. It doesn't take overnight. We want it overnight, but no. It takes an overnight to let go of ego, to decide to when to let go of ego, to when to tell ego to transform. Have a conversation in the astral world with you and your ego, you and spirit. You imagine the human person version of you, the 1.0. Imagine another version of you. It don't matter what they look like. They're still a version of you. Talking to each other, guiding each other, telling each other what's our problem in each dimension. What's our problem in the future? How can we fix it? What's our problem in the past? Can we fix our past? No, not really, but can we learn from our past? Yes. And that's the whole thing. Learning is the key. When you're learning and you're listening and you're responding to life, you're saying, "Hey life, I'm fucking woke, bitch." Sorry for the aggressiveness, but I'm like, you know, you're not gonna keep me like this, and I'm not gonna keep myself like this. You gotta want to move forward in life. You can't wait till life makes it harder for you to want to be happy. You have to want to be happy for yourself in all forms of version of you when it comes to this moment of time, because you're trying to bring everything out from the dream world into reality. Literally, almost every goddamn thing from the T, it's itself from the dream, it's coming true. And you have to control your subconscious sometimes. Each level you're experiencing in these different dimension version of you, they're all unlocking their own version of their own gifts, right? We all, different version of you don't all have the same gift. They don't. They have different gifts within gifts. So it takes a moment for them to process their reality, process how they even got their gifts. They're probably still at the beginning stage of their awakening, or some might have advanced in their dimension. It's very beautiful. It's very powerful. But that was just like a brief little message, a little intro. I look so gross. Ugh. But it's okay. I've been working all day. The energy today. Like, let me stop. But yeah, that was it. That was just like a little brief intro to the shit or whatever. I'm tired. Sorry. Mm. Yeah, cause like I don't know. Because like each when I know I want to come back on here to get a longer detail, so I might as well just wait. Like, or should I just say? I can wait. I can wait. Hopefully I can remember. Normally I can remember. But yeah. If you can hold long conversations within your mind to yourself, that you use one powerful entity, like just or deity, just like imagine being silent for a long time, and then you have to resurface back conversations you wanted to have with somebody outside of self who knows what you know, but then it's like, all right, let me go do some attraction or something. Oh, speaking of law of attraction, that's what I'm gonna talk about next live. I learned something. Something cool about it. But yeah. I'll catch y'all next live. This was just like a quick one. Sorry it was so short. But make sure you hit that like button though.